Hello, everyone. Let me just see what happened. I did a whole video, 8 minutes video the other day. Said it passionately. I need to find out the mic was not working. So all the things I said. And there's something that you say for me because this thing is always impromptu for my head, and I can't go back and they say it. And that day I was angry, I was tired, I just left the issue. I didn't talk about it again. But it's still coming up. It was on the issue of Jonathan, where Jonathan had said that Buhari was named as a negotiator by Boko Haram, and that he thought that when Buhari entered, that Buhari would have solved everything and all of that, and Buhari didn't do it. And then there were other things that he said. Now I can't even remember how my reaction to that video, because most times when I do my statements and the things that I do, that it's always fresh. If I'm opening a news, I'm opening it at the time that I'm also doing this. It's not as if I read it, then think about what I'm going to say, and then write as I'm doing it. Even when I do, appearances, they want to send me questions. I say, look, tell me. If I know, I will tell you. And if I don't know, I don't know. So whatever you get is my reaction. It's not as if, okay, let me prepare. Let me do it in a way that some people will like it. This is how it is. So sometimes people will like it, sometimes people will not like it. At the end of the day, I know that I'm truthful to myself. But anyway, just to look at, because the controversy keeps going on. And one of the things that I said there was that, yes, some people were saying no. Garba Shehu, one of those that came out to say no, that happened. No, that actually happened. And Buhari had said no. He wasn't going to be, he didn't want to be one of the negotiators. It's just like the way these people we call, who they think they respect, or they call different, people out there. And insecurity was one of the main reasons why Buhari was voted for. And people were so, it was so annoying. It was such a betrayal that he didn't really do anything, about it. Insecurity and corruption were these two things. An economy, like people say, Osinbajo will handle economy. Buhari is one person that was known as somebody who will never take responsibility, who will always hand over to someone to do. And many people, of course, thought he was going to hand over to Osinbajo, myself included. For me, I would say I voted for Osinbajo. I didn't vote for Buhari. 2011, 20, whatever. Since Buhari has been running, I've never wanted Buhari as this. Even when he was running, even 2015, I was like, no, we can do that. I even preferred Atiku to have won the primaries in 2014. Unfortunately, APC brought in Buhari. So when he chose Osinbajo, like, okay, this man, the few things he appeared, very competent, and he started the campaign, he was talking to people, being in Model Bus in December 2014, doing town hall, common sense revolution and all of that. But at the end of the day, it turned out that he handed over to his Kaduna Mafia, the Buhari, and everything just went haywire the way it did. But the thing also is the fact that for Garba Shehu coming out, Garba Shehu now came out to say that, the Buhari was never appointed, he took on Jonathan and everything, and people have brought out his this thing that he wrote article. I just wonder, do people forget what they say, or is it their stand? I don't even understand. The same Garba Shehu had written an article long then where he said that it might hurt Buhari for Buhari not being part of the I say he will not be negotiator for, Boko Haram. And then most people tend to forget. You remember Buhari was also attacked in 2014, I think it was. Some people died in that attack near Kawo in Kaduna State by Boko Haram. The only reason why Buhari did not die in that was he was in a bulletproof vehicle. And after that, they bought another bulletproof vehicles for him. These people have bulletproof vehicles. We don't have bulletproof vehicles. They are killing us one after the other. These people have sorted themselves. I remember I spoke about that in the 2014, election. When that whole attack happened. But let me look at parallel fact. It said busted. Garba Shehu caught lying as his 2012 article confirms Boko Haram once named Buhari a negotiator in peace talk. Before I even go into the article is to say, like even the Jonathan himself, and for me, I like that video when I did it. The other one that the volume was not there. I think I said Jonathan takes a swipe, at Buhari. But the thing also that is partly we need to also remember is that Jonathan himself said they were Boko Haram people in his government, and they didn't do anything about it. Who does that as a leader? There are Boko Haram people in your government. And you're just saying it and moving and in short, you already know where my stance is with Jonathan. So let me come to this one. Garba Shehu has come under fire after Nigerians unearthed a 2012 article he wrote urging Muhammadu Buhari to accept Boko Haram's nomination to negotiate with the federal government, contradicting his latest claim denying the nomination ever happened. The controversy erupted after social commentator Eleomo shared screenshots of the article alongside Shehu's recent post dismissing claims by former President Goodluck Jonathan that Boko Haram once nominated Buhari as a mediator. In his post, Elemona said, but this is you on 14 November 2012, say Buhari was nominated by Boko Haram to negotiate on that behalf, and he should have been patriotic and accepted the nomination. In fact, you said rejecting the nomination would haunt him. What is this lie now about? And Shehu in his earlier post had stated that Boko Haram did not nominate Buhari as their mediator, describing Jonathan's claim as a false start ahead of a supposed 2027 presidential ambition. That the Boko Haram did name Buhari. There were quite a number of people that they named. I'm just trying to think. Now, was Obasanjo also named in that thing? I'm not very sure now, but that was not the first time, that actually did happen. There was that thing, but Buhari at that time, Buhari had rejected it. He further argued that Mohammed Yusuf or Abubakar Shekau, the deceased leaders of Boko Haram terrorist group, never nominated Mohammed Buhari for any such role. I don't think it was Mohammed Yusuf. No, they did. It wasn't. I think Mohammed Yusuf had been killed before then. Remember, the killing of Mohammed Yusuf was what led to this whole, how do I put it now, this militarized Boko Haram that we saw. By the time Sheikha, who was his deputy, took over, that one just went on all war. The other one was doing his things, stopping people from going to school, telling people they should go to school, solving their problem, all those preachers, controversial preachers, by the way, which a lot of Malams were against him. I remember there is this Jafar, Jafar Adam, who was killed in Kano, I think as far back as 2007 or something like that. He was the Malam for Mohammed Yusuf, who is the leader of the Boko Haram. So Mohammed Yusuf was his boy. So when Mohammed Yusuf was doing all of this controversial, preaching, saying things that were against Islam and not the preaching of the Islam, because one of the things people need to understand is that the meaning of religion can be twisted by anybody to suit their purpose. And so because of the fact that he was his teacher, he even was doing debates with him and all that. I said, no, this is wrong. What you're saying is not the right thing and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, he was killed while he was praying in the morning in the mosque. He was killed later, they were reported that it was Boko Haram that had killed him, and all of that continued. But for me, it's quite funny when people like Garba will come out to say they didn't do something that at the end of the day that they actually did. In the 2012 piece, Shehu had written, Buhari should have thought of the people, not the opposition PDP. Based on this, the former military leader should have answered the call of patriotism and accepted the invitation. For me, those are not things that invitation should be, accepted based on one of the things that when it comes to negotiation or whatever, you first of all need to negotiate from a place of strength. You don't negotiate from a place of weakness. You fight the people, defeat them. They have no option. Then they will take them, prosecute them, and get them, or not this wishy-washy, whatever that we are doing. But anyway, the long run and short of this long thing I'm saying that Garba Shehu actually lied. Yes, Boko Haram did name Buhari as one of their negotiators. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.